Hey everyone, it's Neil here from Post to Post. Thanks for joining me today. Hope you're having a great day. If you're not, maybe this video will make it a little bit better because we are looking at bold jersey concepts. That's right, the designer Drew Martin has labeled this series bold. So, I mean, I've not seen them, but I know his work. We've looked at it in the past. It's pretty good. I'm very excited for the lot that we have here in front of us. If it has anything to do with being bold, this may end up being one of my favorite videos that I've ever created, not because it's a good video, but just because I get to see bold, like a full set of bold concepts. I like that stuff. So as usual, guys, if you guys want to come up with your own concepts exactly like this, you can go to sportstemplates.net and get the exact template there. If you use code POST2POST, that'll save you 10% as well. You can get this exact template and others as well in the hockey world. There are pucks and ice designs and goalie mask designs. There's a modern one and also a retro one. That one's totally free if you guys want to go play with that one. Maybe you already have Photoshop and you just want to dabble. That retro design is completely free. And then there's other sports as well. And there's sweaters, there's baseballs, there's just a litany of different different templates you can get on sportstemplates.net. Like there's literally over like 60. Like there's so many to get and choose from. So if you want to pick any of those templates, use code POST2POST. That'll save you 10%. Come up with some designs and send them in. All right, let's get on to it. Bold designs, Drew Martin. All right, what you got? Number 1, Avalanche. By the way, these are labeled by, I think, team name, so like Avalanche or like Blackhawks. So we're not going by abbreviation alphabetically, it's by team name or nickname alphabetically. Avalanche starts with A. Number 1, Avalanche. If you're new, hey, my favorite jersey is the Colorado alternate jersey. This is very similar. I do like it a lot. It reminds me, it's almost a mix-up of the alternate Colorado jersey and like a Stadium Series San Jose Sharks or LA Kings, how they have it kind of split from top to bottom, different color, and then a different color in between. I do like it quite a bit. It is not my favorite concept that I've seen from Colorado, but I definitely like it. What a great start. And this, I would consider this to be bold, would you not? We don't see jerseys like this very often in the NHL, so this is definitely bold. Well, I'm on board with this. Next is the Blackhawks. Oh, wow. Look at that. I don't think we've ever seen a jersey concept with the number on the front. It looks like a football jersey, doesn't it? But then you have the actual alternate logo, or a version of it, rather, on the arms where the numbers would be. No shoulder patch. This to me, this kind of feels like a Stadium Series jersey. I can absolutely see the other opposing team, whoever the Blackhawks face, maybe having a similar design in jerseys, having the numbers on the front, almost like a big like football game style event. That's really interesting, Drew. I've looked at literally thousands upon thousands of concepts in the past year and a half on this channel, and I can't recall even one concept using the number on the front. Maybe there has been, but I can't recall it. So I like the boldness here. Good job. Blue Jackets. Whoa. Going with the neon green, approaching into the yellow. Oh, this is fantastic. This is fantastic. A color combination that we do not see in the NHL. This is it is bold. It's definitely in your face. That color could wear on you for sure. But this is needed. Like, this would be a really cool modern alternate. It definitely wouldn't match their brand, but it would, if the NHL or Adidas rather was going to do a bold or a color rush style series of jerseys, kind of like the reverse retros, every team gets one. This would be very on point for bold or color rush. Sorry, fantastic. I really like this jersey a lot. Next is the Blues. Okay, not bad. I don't know how I feel about the yellow as the primary color, but I love the shoulders. I love the arms. I love the striping on the arms. The shoulder patches is awesome. I'm not sold on the yellow in the middle though. It's not bad at all. Like I don't hate it, but I don't love it. That's for sure. Probably about a 6 out of 10 for me. Bruins. Oof. Yikes mode. I don't like brown, as you guys know. The actual design of the entire jersey, including the font that was chosen, which is kind of old school, I do like that. I like the line across the front of the shoulders. I like the using the alternate logo as the primary logo. But just the brown for me, I would prefer all of the brown to be black, and we talking. Next is the Canadiens. Yes! Okay. Is it ugly? Yes. But is it bold? Yes. And this is the bold series. Now, the Canadiens have used a similar style design back in 2008 or whatever it was, the Barber Pole jersey. That was a throwback to an original style jersey back in whatever year, I don't even know. So this is not only bold, it's actually kind of plausible as well. The Canadiens could do something like this in the future, and I just have to point out, I love the way that the logo is colorized in the middle. I think that is fantastic. The laces around the neck are also colored to match the stripes in the rest of the jersey. It is an absolutely disgusting jersey, but as a jersey collector myself, I would love to have this in my collection just because it's completely unique. Good job, Drew. The Canucks are next. Oh, it reminds me a bit of the Vegas Golden Knights reverse retro jersey, but you've got the skate in there, colorized with the modern colors. We've seen a couple of concepts like this, but you get that V design too. You know, Vancouver has used that kind of V design in the past, so I think the arms are okay. But the middle of the jersey, it just screams Vegas reverse retro for me. It's okay. It's kind of average for me. I'd probably give it a 6 out of 10. The Capitals. Ooh, those colors. That's what I want. Like that, guys, that's what I want. I want Washington to have a retro version of a jersey that uses those colors. The first jersey that Ovechkin wore when he entered the league. But it's not technically the actual design that he wore. It's just the colors. But is this better than that original design? I don't think it is, personally. It's not bad, but I would love to see these colors brought back in Adidas with the kind of original design. That would be fantastic. Next is the Coyotes. Oh, snap. I think about where the Coyotes are going. They're almost certainly going to be using a new Kachina away jersey coming up. It hasn't been announced yet, but that's the rumors. And then either the current Kachina as their primary home or a variation of it, maybe a new version that looks similar as their home jersey. And then at that point, you have to start thinking about alternates. Are they going to keep their primary home jersey as their new alternate? Well, maybe for the year coming, but after that, they're probably going to consider having a different alternate in general, something that would have to be a little bit more modern, but also match the brand as well. Would this not be perfect? It has the colorization of the reverse retro, which was very popular, but it also maintains the Kachina pattern in the arm, the bottom of the sleeve, and in the neck, so you're matching the brand there as well. But you're also modernizing it a little bit with the way that the arms are done, which is how they have it in their current technical primary home, and then the alternate logo in the middle, which is a very modern design. This is fantastic. I absolutely love this. This would be a brilliant alternate for the Coyotes. I really do believe that Coyotes fans would eat this up. This would sell so fast. The Devils are next. I don't think this is bold. I guess it technically is, I guess, with the striping. New Jersey's never really done anything like that, so that is different than their brand. The logo is slightly different, using more of like a charcoal gray versus a black. I don't personally like this jersey, and I don't think it's that bold to New Jersey fans or New Jersey Devils themselves. It probably is, but to me, this one is personally a miss. The Ducks. Okay, whoa. You know what? Not bad. The only criticism I have is probably the numbers. I think I'm okay with the shoulders being gray. It does feel slightly out of place, but I like the stripes in gray. But the numbers, I don't know about them being gray. They may also have to be orange, and also the C in the front. But that would have to be screen printed, would it not? That logo, like the reverse retro, like the original. I like it. There's none of that teal or green on it, which is a bit jarring. You almost expect it, but it looks pretty good. But yeah, a bit of a balance issue because the shoulders are gray. Now that I'm looking at it a little bit more, I think there's not enough orange on top, and there's so much orange on the bottom that you get a bit of balance issues. So I'm not sure. I don't know. I might have to come back to this one. The Flames. Oh, Ronald McDonald is in the house. I think this is too bold. I think Calgary Flames fans would not like this. The typical Calgary Flames fan would not like this. I think people from around the league would make fun of it as well because it does look very McDonald's, very Ronald McDonald, very mustard and ketchup. I like mustard, you guys know that, but this might be just a little bit too bold for the majority of hockey fans. Now, I'm not saying I wouldn't buy it if it existed, because I would. I'm just I'm just saying it's almost so ugly that I want it. Like it's so bold that I would have to have it in my collection. The Flyers. A nice little... Okay, I don't know if I'd say that this was bold, but this is a nice little touch to their current alternate, which is based on a Stadium Series jersey in the Reebok years. This is a nice little alteration to that, changing the logo on the front, changing the striping, using more of a neon style number or font rather. This is nice. I don't think this is bold, so I don't know if it necessarily matches the series, but as a jersey itself, I do like this quite a bit. This would be very sharp, almost like tuxedo-like in a way. I would love to see a full uniform of this. It would really be interesting. The Hurricanes. Look at the amount of stripes and angles, but most teams couldn't pull this off. But when you think about who the Hurricanes are, or what a hurricane is, well, it's a weather event, and you think about the rotation of a hurricane and the amount of wind and rain and gusts and stuff flying through the air, that is represented in the design of this jersey. You've got almost like I want to say tornado, but you understand what I mean when you see like a tornado and things just like ripping around, and you see that in a hurricane as well, obviously in an absolutely ridiculously massive scale, but you just see like just stuff ripping through the air, and that's what I feel is represented on this jersey. So going back to my original point, I don't think many teams could pull this off, but I think Carolina could because of what it represents in the team name and the logo itself. That's already represented in the logo. So this is a very bold alternate. I'm curious to see how Hurricanes fans approach this or react to this. Canes fans, please leave your comments down below. I'd love to know your thoughts on this one. The Islanders. The Fishermen. Oh, but there's no thingy on the bottom. You know what I'm talking about? Waves, water, whatever. This is... Wow. I gotta sit on this one for a second. Logo is obviously incredible, the Fisherman. But the rest of the jersey is almost colorized like a Winnipeg Jets jersey in a way. I actually really like this a lot. There's no probably about it. This is the best Fisherman jersey concept that I've seen that doesn't use the typical wavy design or wave design along the bottom. This is really good. I still don't think some Islanders fans would like it just because it has the Fisherman, obviously, but I like that deep blue. It contrasts nicely with the orange coming down the sleeve and splitting it. This is very nice. I like this a lot. The Jets. Speaking of the Jets, here we go. So we've got maybe a variation of the aviator blue, but with that Heritage Classic style logo. I don't know how I feel with those stripes coming from the neck down on the sleeve. This one's average for me. I guess it could be considered bold for sure, but I'm not super high on the jersey design itself. I'd probably put this mid-range like a 5 or a 6 out of 10. Next up is the Kings. Whew. Okay, this is bold. You've got the bottom of the jersey being white, but the top of the jersey being yellow. Is this a home jersey? Is this an away jersey? What would this be classified as? And if it was an alternate jersey, would they wear it at home or would they wear it on the road? Like what? Wow. This is pretty intense. I think this would have to be I don't know. But what color would the pants be? The pants would probably be yellow, would they not? Or would the pants be white? Or would the pants be purple? I don't think the pants would be purple. You can't have that much yellow on top and then that much purple in the middle. They would have to be white or they would have to be yellow, and they're almost certainly not going to be white. That would be a very awkward uniform to have white all the way up through the socks and the pants and the bottom of the jersey and then have yellow just randomly at the top. The helmet would probably be yellow, so I think the pants would likely be yellow as well, or gold, whatever you want to say. This would be a tricky uniform to pull off, but I do like the jersey design in general. That is very cool, and it is kind of similar to their Stadium Series jersey against San Jose in the Reebok years. So this is bold, and I would say this has potential. I like this. The Vegas Golden Knights. This Okay, the gold jersey, the alternate got flack. For good reason. I have it. It is not the most comfortable jersey to wear. This would be probably worse. There seems to be more gold on this than the actual one that really exists. But the way that this is colorized, just being two-tone, with the logo in the middle being changed, there's so much material being removed from it, it's almost just an outline. This is awesome. I really like this a lot. I think there's some shading happening that almost makes it look burnt in a way or something. It's not strictly one like flat gold, but there would be a bit of a speckle as well, and it would look different in the lighting. But this is one of the better Vegas Golden Knights alternate concepts, or concepts in general, that I've seen. It is bold, technically. It is bold, so I like this one a lot, Drew. The Kraken. I guess we don't really know what would be bold for the Kraken, because we don't know what their jersey is going to look like exactly. Yes, we know about what they've released. That is not a final design, okay? It's probably 99% final, but still, there might be a couple tweaks. Don't be surprised if there is. So what would be a bold design for Seattle? I don't think they would go this route. They would probably pay respect to their past and do like a Metropolitans style. But this is nice. Like, just as a jersey itself, it reminds me of, even though it's not two-tone technically, it reminds me of the Edmonton alternate, which is going to become their new official alternate next year, or official new home jersey next year. I can't remember. Anyway, it reminds me of that. The Tampa Bay Lightning. Oh, yes. This is what I'm talking about for the Lightning. You get that lightning bolt represented going down the arms. It's split from black to blue. So the negative space between the black and the blue is the lightning bolt itself, which bleeds, the white bleeds right up into the shoulders and then down through the rest of the jersey. It is not the nicest lightning concept that I've seen, but I like the representation in there. It is nice. It is definitely nice, and it is refreshing. It is, I could say this is bold as well. So good job on this one. The Maple Leafs. Ooh, this does definitely feel classic. I don't think it's bold in any way, but this doesn't look familiar to me from any jersey that they've worn in the past. However, it does look like something that could have worn in the past. So if it existed, I think it might work for the team, but I don't think it's bold, and I don't necessarily like it that much. I would say it's maybe a little bit better than average, but so like 6.5, 7 out of 10, but it's not fantastic. The Oilers. Oh my God. This looks like a prisoner's uniform. This is going to be a miss for me. Yeah, this one's going to be a miss for me, Drew. Sorry. I like the approach. It looks like a Tony the Tiger style jersey. It's a little bit too bold for me. Those shoulders aren't working for me. I'm sure there's someone out there who likes it, but sorry, Drew, it's not me. The Panthers. I mean, come on. How do you not like this? It is definitely not the best Miami Vice style concept that I've seen, but it's very nice. I love the font on the shoulder. It is odd to see, yeah, like an alternate textual style, very horizontal style logo like that on the shoulders from front to back versus neck down. I almost wonder if that should be Florida going this way instead of, like this way. I'm going to have to see it tweaked, but yeah, I don't know. It's nice. I like it a lot. I would 100% buy this. No questions asked. Full price. I would buy this. Next is the Penguins. Yeah, and this is a really good decision, going back to the original colors, but using kind of an early 90s style logo and stripe in the middle. This almost has to happen at some point, does it not? I don't think they can go another 5 years and not do an alternate like this. There's so many people who want it. It does match their brand in a way because of the original colors, and because they had the alternate in Reebok years in the early 2010s-ish, around there, maybe late 2008, somewhere between 2008 and 2013-ish. They had an alternate that was based on the original colors. So it's got to come back in the Adidas years. It's going to happen. It's just a matter of time. Next is the Nashville Predators. Wow. This one feels empty to me. The design on... I think I would prefer to see the primary color of this jersey be that deep navy blue, and then have whatever's navy blue on this concept be the lighter blue, I think it would look a little bit better. It's almost too bright. I mean, I guess it is technically the bold series, but the shoulders feel empty as well. I think they could use a shoulder patch on here, but this has potential. Definitely has potential. The Rangers, love the off-white. Absolutely love the off-white. It matches an original 6 team. Not having white, but using off-white instead. Fantastic. But the striping design on the arms is very close to a barber pole style because of the angle that it wraps around and goes down. So I think this is pretty risky. Bold, yes, but maybe a little bit too risky on the arms. But I mean, again, I'd buy it if it was available. I'd buy it. The Red Wings. Oh my God. I mean, this isn't revolutionary. Using the gray, kind of pulled from the reverse retro that sucked, by the way, but using that as the primary color, but having the numbers. Oh man. Again, not revolutionary, but I actually really like this a lot. This would be, but it's such a light gray. If this was an alternate jersey, would they wear this against a team that was wearing white, or would this be considered a home jersey for them? Would they wear this at home, or would they wear this away? It's so, I don't know. I don't think they could wear this on the road. I think they would have to wear this at home. It's too light. I do like it, though. I like it a lot. Usually, I see a Detroit concept and it's like, okay, this is average. Like 90% of Detroit concepts I see are average. I actually really like this one a lot. You get the C on the right side as well, which is the opposite side of most teams. I like this. I like this one a lot. Sabres. Ooh, look at the texture in the arm. Almost like a bridge kind of style texture. This is fantastic. The goat head on there with the buffalo slug on the shoulder. Heck yeah, I'm down for that. I would say actually this is almost perfect. I would probably remove the subtle texture going in the arms and just keep the regular striping at the bottom of the sleeves. I find that almost distracting having it in the background. But this is great. The Senators. We've seen similar ones like this in the past, and I praise it every time. This makes sense for the team. They've used something similar as a Heritage Classic jersey, I believe, in the past, in the Reebok years. This is great. I absolutely love this. It needs to happen. I know they did the was it Centennial game, or the 100 Classic, sorry, against Montreal, and used kind of a variation of this, but this is better. This is better. Sharks are next. Is that carbon fiber? Hold on, I need to zoom in on my screen. Okay, so that is carbon fiber. Usually, for the Sharks, you see almost like a digital pattern because of Silicon Valley in the Bay Area and stuff. So I don't think the carbon fiber texture matches the Sharks. What would be carbon? Isn't carbon fiber used for more like cars and aviation? I don't think the carbon fiber fits San Jose for me personally. If that was more of like a digital texture, I think it would work, kind of like it's represented on their alternate, the stealth jersey. So this one's probably going to be a miss from me. I do like the general design of the jersey, though. It's nice. The Stars. Bold. Definitely bold. This is basically the reverse retro, but black. It's. I've seen better concepts. It's definitely bold. Yeah, that's about all I have to say about that one. The Minnesota Wild, which is the last one. The shade of yellow being used with that green is great. And then the star that's represented from the logo on the arms is great. This would be I don't know if I consider this to be bold. It feels very modern. This would be a great alternate. This would be a very, very nice alternate. It almost walks the line in between the reverse retro and the home jersey. It's almost like a mashup of that. So Drew did a fantastic job on this one. And, I mean, this is the last one. This was one of the best sets globally, that I've ever seen. So, Drew, thank you so much for sending these in. I really appreciate it. I don't know how I'm going to pick my favorite. Give me a second. All right. I'm probably going to get some flack for this one, and that's okay. I'm used to people not liking my decisions or rankings, but I think I like the Detroit one the most. Like, I'm going to rank that number one. That was my favorite, the Detroit one, just because it was it goes in line with their brand, but it's also kind of bold for them in the same sense. And it is more effort than the reverse retro. Like, this is kind of what I like. Can you imagine if this was the reverse retro? I think it would be quite popular. So maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm definitely in the minority. I'm not sure, but yeah, I think this is my favorite. And I believe, if I'm not mistaken, this is the first time I've ever ranked Detroit first in a jersey concept video. So breaking grounds here. Thanks guys for watching. I really appreciate it. Hope you're having an amazing day. Hope you have a good start to your weekend. Hope you had a great Canada Day yesterday if you're in Canada. If you're in the States, you got a holiday coming up too, so enjoy that. And subscribe if you're new. Hit the like button if you like this video, and I'll talk to you very soon. Adios.